This is Sports Matters with Jerry Callaghan.
It's so retro.
We cover all the biggest sports on the planet. MMA, boxing, snooker, football, darts, you name it, and we cover it.
Okay, so welcome to Sports Matters with me, Jerry Callaghan. I'm joined by one of the greatest ever Irish fighters, a school buddy of mine as well. We go back to the day when we were in primary school. We'll talk about that in a sec. Aaron Callaghan, how's things?
I'm good, man, yourself. Good to see you again.
Likewise, you just finished training. You never stopped going.
Literally out of the gym. Had to rush out to the interview actually. But, we got there on time. Just finished a good session there with a good Thai champion who happens to be one of my trainers in Thailand when I was there. So
very good.
It was a good catch up and good running session, if that makes sense.
Good stuff. Now, you were at it a long time, and of course, I know Martin's your uncle. Tell us how it first started, a few first days. Obviously, it's written there with Martin, of course, but...
Yeah, well, basically, watching Martin through the years, like Martin was pretty much one of the Muay originals in Ireland. Himself and Seamus Callaghan, they used to train under Anthony Corkery back in the day. Anthony Corkery used to put on the shows in the old Arcadia.
I remember it.
And they were in the kind of the first shows back in the 90s, and Martin, being his nephew, used to watch Martin fight a lot, and just... That's how it started for me, really, just watching that. Martin eventually opened up Ballincollig Thai back in 2001, February 2002.
Yeah. Did
a few sessions there, and then, as you know, Martin eventually went on to go into bigger and better things in Siam Warriors, and ever since then it's just been constantly going.
And no regrets. You obviously love the sport. You're a vicious fighter, and I mean that in the best possible way. You like to take the hits. I don't know. It's just you've got that real aggression. Tell us, like, the first time you went to the gym, any fear at all, or was it just natural because?
No, I always watched Martin, even watching Martin train, so I always kind of had a small bit of technique here and there. My actual very first session, laughing stock. I never forget it. I crawled upon that night with the shakes. But that's like I was once a beginner, but just kept it up, and as I say, it's all history now.
History. Like, you've had so many fights, so many great fights. For you, who's the toughest opponent? It's very hard to say that, but of course, out of all the fights you've had so far, for you, who's been the toughest? Is there one, or is there obviously a couple, but anyone in particular you can pinpoint?
It's really hard to say, man. Over the years, I'm fighting A-class world champion opponents. I'm 17 years of age. Yeah.
Straight in the deep end.
So it really is hard. I've fought like Hosen, Japanese world champions, Konataka. I've had, as I said, Hosen stands out. That fighting Neptune there. And,
I remember that. I meant the last year as well.
And I just a particular fight there with James O'Connell. That was an absolute war. That lifted the roof off Neptune. The atmosphere around like a stadium in Thailand. That stands out, of course. And
remember the Billy Hatton fight? You chopped the legs off Billy Hatton.
Billy Hatton. It wouldn't really come to one of my hardest fights.
I just remember that because I just remember the leg kicks. I was just like, you can't go on more.
That's right. I remember just bang the legs off.
He didn't come out then after
four months from
back.
It's really hard. Usually in a fight of the night, Callaghan, usually caught for something but regards aggression and coming forward, I am very evasive like that, but if you are going to take to me, I will give it back, so I always like to leave my mark with the crowd, and the crowd want me back to see me fight again, basically give the crowd their money's worth.
Of course, obviously Siam Warriors, I was saying to Ryan, massive stable, producing super fights, and Martin obviously, I think he's the best promoter in Ireland, probably easily one in Europe. Tell us what it's like to be part of such a big stable and watch it progress day after day.
It's a privilege. There's some amazing fights come through the doors of Siam Warriors. Martin himself doesn't get enough credit as he should. If Martin was fighting today, if you saw Martin back in the day, scary fighter. But back in the day, really wasn't Facebook and YouTube wasn't really around.
I remember the Arcadia because my dad brought me to a couple of fights, and I remember putting a hand out for the fist pump off the fighters. But I always remember Martin. I think at the time he was European champion, I believe, but vicious.
Just watching hit the pads. A question I always get asked is, who's hit me the hardest? And I genuine answer, Martin was the hardest to ever hit me, and that's just in sparring, big 16-ounce glove, hits with the left hook. It's all over, but there's so many fighters coming through the ranks now. There's Owen McCarthy at the moment, Sean Clancy who's making a big name in Thailand for himself. Myself, I managed to make a nice reputation. Brian Sheen has made a bit of a reputation for himself. Dave O'Brien back in the day, kind of maybe just winding down over the last 2 or 3 years maybe, but my God, a scary fighter would hit you, and I'm probably after leaving out 1 or 2 there. Just
even Wayne Cambridge, Killian Bush, these guys.
Killian Bush came through the mention. Killian now doing his own thing on Callaghan time.
Yeah, they're flying.
Stay after Siam with Martin. Wayne Cambridge, good solid fighter, never a dull fight.
No, like I think he's only probably lost 1 or 2 fights. Maybe it's not like we went on an unbeaten streak there for so long.
Yeah.
Very impressed with Wayne, I must say.
Yeah, Wayne again is obviously value for money, and you will see him on the Super Show in October again. And
Look forward to that.
watch out for his big announcement soon.
Good stuff. I'm just talking about the Super Shows, okay? It takes a lot to make these shows happen. Martin's matchmaking is quality.
I don't know how he does it. Martin plays his cards close to his chest. He rarely let us know what he does. Really, you probably try and contact myself myself. Probably that's nothing slick. I don't know how he does it, but I see a lot of things behind the scenes, behind his nephew and that. Just stuff he does is unbelievable for the sport. But he has a vision for Irish Thai boxing.
Yeah.
And what he's done with the Siam Super Show.
Yeah.
And these superstars over the likes of Rungravi, Sanchai, the Minoy.
How many people have done that? Like even in like it's hard to get these fellas to Europe, but like Ireland alone, like Neptune Stadium, we've had Sanchai here twice. It's incredible. Like
Sanchai is literally pound for pound the greatest fighter on the planet. Yeah. I'm talking MMA, K1, Thai boxing, kickboxing, you name it. Yeah. He is number 1 pound for pound, and just to get that man here was just achievement alone, you know. So and I got to fight in the undercard at those shows as well, and it was a privilege, you know. Yeah. But what a fighter, man.
Oh, he's ridiculous, and even the cartwheel kicks and stuff, the crowd erupted when he done that.
Yeah, he plays to the crowd, and usually if he which he usually does, destroys his opponents and make him look like an absolute average. Really world champions, you know, and
of course.
He'll make him just look like nothing, like, you know, literally nothing. And sometimes he'll even carry them just to get the crowd the money's worth, you know, just put him for show on, but he's just that good, you know.
He's ridiculous. I've seen it, like, and I know I think he's trying to get into the UFC. He's taunting for a fight.
No, it's not. Believe it or not, it's actually not him. Sanchez English actually isn't even that good, you know. That's some fella behind the computer doing all the talking. Trust me, that's not Sanchez talking, you know.
But I'd say he'd jump at anything.
Without a doubt. Big Bob's there, of course. He'll if he had a chance, he'd jump at it without a doubt, man.
Go for it. You fought in England, Scotland. You've been to Tokyo. Tell us, you know, what's it like leaving Ireland and going across the seas, especially Tokyo? Like, because I know Ryan Sheen's fought Tokyo. Yeah. What's it like? Different world, like.
Different world, man. Different culture. It's grand. It's just like another day at the office, you know.
Nothing phases you, like.
Nah, nothing phases me. I'm
so used to it.
Don't care. Like it's like, you know, it's lovely to see the other cultures and the other cities and other parts of the world, and that's the joy of being fighting at such a level. You know, we get a bit of a reputation. Promoters want you on their shows across the world, maybe. And again, having Martin as a promoter, he's so many contacts around the world. You name it, he'll get you a fight somewhere. And it's a privilege, like, you know, absolute privilege to be just part of the gym and having him as your manager and things like that. So it's good, like.
Of course. For you, like, obviously you've got some big fights coming up. We know about that. But what you want to achieve, like, obviously you're aiming for them more titles. Like, you've pretty much won everything in Ireland. And on the European level, like the world level, you're obviously aiming for them big belts as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty much chasing that world title now in the next couple of months. You know, as you know, the big fight was announced there the other day. Yeah. Me and James O'Connell too.
It was the boom moment. Because I know Rory O'Hagan, he's a massive fan as well.
Yeah.
Red FM do a fantastic job.
Absolutely, fair play to him, like, yeah.
But it was the boom moment when we seen that.
Oh man, the fight was announced 5 minutes, and I saw one of my lads put a message up on Facebook saying Martin Hogger broke Facebook. He literally did the fight literally exploded, but it's a big deal. Like, you know, it's going to be a huge fight. But after this fight, I do plan on winning. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know, it's going to be a great fight. I've got utmost respect for James, and he's done huge things since he beat me last time.
Yeah.
Again, we actually got on outside the ring and things like that. He wishes me luck. I wish him luck. Both of us want to get on the ring, get the crowd the money's worth. But after the fight, I plan on beating him, and I'm going for a world title, no doubt about it.
We have no doubt you're going to do that as well. Like, tell us about the training camps, Aaron, because I know they're not easy. Like, you know, obviously, like, you know, when I think fighters and stuff, I'm always kind of like, I love watching the whole training thing. Like, it's not hard. Tell us what kind of blood, sweat, tears you're putting into that. Like.
Yeah, it's quite hard. A lot of it is a lot of road work. You be running, maybe 4 or 5 miles before training. Just your warm up, your bag work, your pad work, your clinching, your sparring. That could be twice a day even. Like your conditioning then, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. I do a lot of that with Darren Cashman actually.
Darren's mad.
Darren, would you come up to do funky ways to get me?
Yeah, he's a good man. Is he retired? I think Darren retired.
Yeah, Darren. Again, Darren, another one I actually left out of the list a while ago. Darren, another fantastic fighter back in the day.
Yeah.
Won many titles back. I think he actually Martin's first fighter from right. Darren, he's
a legend.
Top, good, great, top A class again, Irish fighter, and doesn't get enough credit that he deserves.
Of course, yeah.
But again, Darren's always there for my training, and it's great to have him on board, you know.
Definitely, and I think Darren actually retired a champion. I think he had the belt, didn't he? Or did
he might have vacated there recently. I'm not too sure on that now, but he fought Robin G from Right.
Yeah.
Back in Neptune Stadium 2 or 3 years ago, and won the Irish title there, and Right retired anyway. So I'm not sure he's fighting anymore, but. Yeah. Probably up for grabs now, that belt.
So, now, if anyone was to ask you your like your most deadliest moves in your elbow, tell us like how did you master that? Like, is this something you're just on the pad you're on the bag, like constantly doing it? Was it just something you're born with? Like,
my first trip to Thailand was I was actually 16.
Yeah.
And everything is full on in Thailand, knees and elbows, and I had a particular Thai trainer in Thailand. Tapia Sidora's name is known for his elbows.
Yeah.
And they just constantly having elbow and kicking and leg kicks, you know, and that's developed those style over time. There's just became my thing for the elbows.
Yeah.
And Martin as well was known for his elbows back in the day.
Yes, yeah.
And again, just having him on the pads, just constantly throwing elbows and pretty much stuck with me, you know. So I'm pretty much known for the elbows, giving people cuts and things like that, you know. So elbows.
It all helps. And just for all the people, like obviously like the younger generation, because like you know what I mean. It's getting bigger and bigger, like, and you know the takeover is happening in any kind of mixed martial arts sport in Ireland. But what advice can you give them? Like, it's because it's taken off so big. Like, everyone's about it.
Young people, depends what the sport they want to go Thai boxing, MMA, or whatever fancies them. You know, just do your research first. I won't lie, there are some Mickey Mouse gyms out there.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse trainers, Mickey Mouse gyms. They do 2-3 weeks training. They open a gym.
Yeah.
Come to me. Don't know techniques. Do a bit of research before you're going to decide what gym you join. And when you do join, listen to your trainer. You know, he's got the experience. He'll guide you along the way, and just stick at it. It's probably going to be hard to start, but just stick at it. But usually, the hardest thing is put your foot in the door. Once you've done that, you'll never look back. You know, but definitely give it a go.
I'm too old, I'd say, am I?
Never
I've always wanted to do it, but
you texted me many times over the years.
I know I've shied away.
No, you're more than
DJs took me away from everything, like, that's my excuse.
Set up the box up, set the DJ box up with him if you want, man.
I'll have to try it.
More than welcome, man.
Aaron, listen, we wish you all the best. You've got a massive future, just like Brian. And just I'm going to ask you, who did you look up to, quickly?
Over the years, it would have been Martin and Seamus. Just they were my two most I looked up to over the years, and pretty much aspire to be like them, you know. With Martin and Seamus Callaghan, the two Muay Irish originals.
I have to say, Seamus looked unreal in the last fight. He looked so in shape. Unfortunately, he didn't go his way.
Yeah, but that was his first fight back in 5 years, man. Actually gave away a lot of weight there as well. It was a hard fight to come back to, but look.
His opponent was changed, I think.
His opponent just last minute change.
Yeah.
Seamus being Seamus, jumped straight in.
Of course.
Not a bother to him. And that's Seamus for him, man.
He's an absolute legend. Aaron, honour as always, my man. Good to see you. We'll see you soon. Thanks a million.
Check out all the latest interviews with Jerry and the Stairs weekly on SportsMatters.